Now, so far as this chemical bond is concerned, we are going to the last part of this chapter, that is your chemical, means the coordinate covalent bond, or otherwise known as dative bond or coionic bond. Previously, we have seen in case of the polar covalent compounds, like for example, in case of water, we have seen from the structure that oxygen, which has already two lone pair of electrons and combined with hydrogen. Now, sometimes what happens in case of the polar covalent bond, those lone pair or unshared pair of electrons are there. Here it has two lone pairs. Now, in such cases, because of this electronegativity, because of its more electronegativity in comparison to that hydrogen, it has the capacity, this lone pair, that shows their effect for accepting certain charged particles or charged atoms, and in such cases, these lone pairs completely it will be shared from this oxygen or the constituent atom which has more electronegativity, in such a manner that the entire unit that behaves just like one charged particles. So in such cases, for example, in case of water, now since it has two lone pair of electrons, so therefore now whenever it combines with one hydrogen ion which has already lost its electron, so when it combines with this hydrogen ion, then what happens here? One of the unshared pair of electrons out of these two pairs. Now here two lone pairs are there. So that is why now out of that one pair that completely shares with the hydrogen in such a manner that it appears as if both of them share, although practically it is shared by that oxygen. Means now whenever hydrogen ion comes in contact with this one, in such cases, because of this strong electronegativity in comparison to that hydrogen, these two unshared pair of electrons that attaches with the hydrogen ion, and therefore now this appears as if these electrons are shared from hydrogen ion and oxygen, but practically hydrogen doesn't have any source of electron here, so it behaves just like one proton. Now here what happens? These two are shared by this oxygen to this one, and as a result, there will be the formation of a bond between this oxygen and hydrogen. So, which can be identified as in this manner, and since it has carried positive charge, the unstable molecule thus carries the positive charge, and therefore we get that hydronium ion which carries that positive charge. Did you understand or not? Now here once again you see to this one, that water molecule which is a sort of polar covalent compound, and because of the polarity, here what happens, hydrogen that behaves just like one electropositive character or slightly electropositive bond, whereas oxygen has electronegativity, quite more electronegativity in comparison to hydrogen. So these lone pairs, those which are there, now these can be shared with that hydrogen ion, or in some cases also any other forms of ions whenever it comes in contact with this one, such a manner that it appears as if the pair, that is the pair of these electrons, unshared pair of electrons, now this is shared between this hydrogen and oxygen, although it is provided by oxygen itself. So therefore now in this case we can say that this coordinate covalent bond is such a bond in which the lone pairs of one molecule or lone pairs of one atom of a polar covalent molecule shares with any other charged particles in such a manner as if it appears to be shared by both, and in such cases we will be getting a charged particle, that is hydronium ion. Similar thing that happens in case of the formation of ammonium chloride. Let us consider that in case of ammonia, which is a sort of polar covalent compound, when it reacts with hydrogen chloride, which is another polar covalent. Now consider that ammonia, when it reacts with the hydrogen chloride. So what will be the product? The product forms that ammonium chloride. But what mechanism that lies behind this one, the formation of this ammonium chloride? Take an example, nitrogen, which already combines with 3 hydrogen atoms, leaving one pair of lone pair, one pair of electrons, those which are considered to be the lone pair. In such cases, hydrogen chloride, it breaks because this is a sort of polar covalent, and when it breaks, it forms that hydrogen ion and chlorine ion. In such cases, this hydrogen ion, when it combines with this ammonia, so comes closer to that nitrogen atom in such a manner that as if it appears that it has shared one electron with that nitrogen, but actually it is not. The entirely it is provided by the nitrogen atom, and therefore it carries the positive charge, net positive charge, leaving to that chloride. Now in such cases we are getting, there is the formation of ammonium, which has 4 hydrogen atoms, out of which 3 are covalent, purely covalent, whereas 1 hydrogen ion, which is coordinate covalent, so which is symbolized as aroma. Remember that whenever we are representing the covalent bond, this simply the line represents the covalent bond, but arrow that indicates that the coordinate bond. So now in such cases that we will find that here there is the formation of ammonium ion with the formation of chlorine, and finally we find out that NH4 or ammonium having positively charged and chlorine, since it is negatively charged, so therefore there is a force of attraction between these 2 charged particles, and finally they forms that ammonium chloride. So in such cases, whoever is donating, that is said to be a donor. Means here we can say that entirely this on-shared pair of electron is provided by this ammonia, so therefore this is called as the donor. Whereas hydrogen, which will accept this one or which behaves just like accepting, is considered to be that the acceptor. So in this way we will find out that the compound whichever is formed, whenever they will undergo form, that the ionization and dissociation, in such cases we will be finding out both the charged particles, and those charged particles are having covalent bond. So therefore this is one good example which consists of that both ionic as well as covalent bond, and therefore these type of compounds are said to be the co-ionic compounds, or in other words the bond that exists between these two, otherwise called as co-ionic bond, and therefore that coordinate covalent bond is known as Dt bond or co-ionic bond. This completes your chapter. If you like the video, then share with others. You will like and subscribe the video. Thank you.